women come back to men they use for emotional regulations. And I know you will tell me that is weird. At first, she will want you to believe that it's your job to regulate her emotions. She's acting sad, she feels disappointed because you cause her react that way and feel that way. She has a certain way of conditioning you to believe that you regulate her emotions. Her intention is to give you that condition, that sense, so that you can believe that you are the one who is in charge of her emotions. She does something disappointing and then you raise and you mention because you want her to change and act better. But then when you raise the issue, she acts as if you have made her feel sad. The emotions and the feelings will consistently be surfacing every time you will be raising that issue. And then you think, oh, I think I'm the one who is causing this lady behave and act this way. So every time she does a mistake, I just want to raise the issue, for I am the cause of those emotions in her. And it's not about the mistake she made, it's about you raising the issue that she made. It allows you to have a sense of, when I do XYZ, it makes her feel XYZ. And reality is, you're not doing XYZ. You are calling her XYZ, her problems, her mistakes. Because she has made you feel like her anger is your fault. Now you stop mentioning XYZ and you just allow her make the mistakes and act the way she wants to act. It becomes your problem. You are the one who regulates her emotions. She will come back, behave weirdly, act weirdly. For that will allow you not to call her out. And doing those things to you allows her to feel in a certain way. She can act in a certain way to harm you emotionally, and you can't call her out. For that allows her to regulate her emotions. And you will be receiving episodes of angerness, sadness, and you are telling me that she's not toxic, she is the best lady to date. Bet you are the guy she will use as her emotional regulator in that moment of experiencing cognitive dissonance, where her belief and her behavior collides, and she has to look for a way to cope up or relieve the cognitive dissonance. This is the second trick that she will use. Her beliefs and her behaviors collides. She believes that sleeping around is not the right thing, right? But she is acting the other way around. She's just sleeping around. She feels guilty because she's going against her beliefs. And now that she feels guilty, she has to look for a way to deal with that. And the only way to deal with that cognitive dissonance is to push you, snap at you until you react. You have to react for her to blame you, telling you that you are overreacting. And that allows her not to face the cognitive dissonance and the guilt after sleeping around with Isaac, because her belief and her behavior are colliding, for she is going against her beliefs. When you try to gain clarity, you will realize that this is someone who has been just looking for a way to cope up with her guilt. Let's talk. The last trick is, let's talk about the psychological swap of energy. The moment you sit down, everything is cool, everything is perfect, and you can finally be at peace. You just instantly get a dagger of negative emotions from her. Like, it's as if she has just been waiting for you to settle down, and then all of a sudden she starts indirectly attacking you and accusing you of something that you never did. Or she just tries to snap at you. She has a lot of shame in her. She has a lot of insecurities, low self-esteem, a lot of hurt in her. And now that she is around a guy who is at peace, those emotions and feelings of shame will surface. Like, spirituality only works on a foundation of solitude, and the spirituality will force your inner problems to surface. And now she cannot deal with her heart so that she can heal. She cannot deal with the shame so that she can heal. The moment those emotions surface, she's not willing to face that and experience that moment and sing in that moment so that she can loosen the feeling. She has a way of trying to figure out how to snap at Isaac so that Isaac can also have the negative emotions. Having the negative emotions allows her to remove the attention from her emotions to your emotions. Once you have peace, she has to concentrate on her negative emotions. Remember, she is very aware of what you are feeling. When she senses that you are at peace, living in your parasympathetic state, I already talked about parasympathetic state, whereby I convince men to leave all women for them to have a clear functioning of their nervous system. But most men activate their sympathetic nervous system, which allows them to consistently be fixing women's problems. But women are conditioning you to act that way, and you can't make a clear decision. But once you are in a parasympathetic state, you will often be at peace and you will make clear decisions. She will provoke you to feel whatever emotions she is feeling. Now that you are the one that is angry, upset, feeling out of control and confused, and she's the one suddenly who is at peace because she can't concentrate on her emotions. Why? It is a psychological swap of emotions in an energetic form where she can't deal and can't feel the shame and anger in her realistic world. That is dangerous. That is narcissistic. It's so chaotic. She's not a normal human being. But that is how she cope up with those emotions. She has to find someone she can always mess up with. They don't know that they are using this as a strategy to survive. They think they are always right. So even when you try to give them enough knowledge so that they can be better, they will still look for a way to blame you. So according to her, maybe you're just looking for a way to demolish her and you are toxic. That allows you to again feel guilty. So they are not consciously aware of this character most of the time. Rather, they only look for a way to build an iOS that can allow them and can also help them when they want to cope up with those emotions and not deal with them so that they can heal and move on. I know you will say, these are narcissistic women. Yes, they are. What can you do about it, Isaac? Nothing. Because I know that when I try to control Isaac and snap at him in a certain way, and then later on I blame him that he is overreacting and he is weak, Isaac again will feel guilty. And now I am concentrating on Isaac, and I have a false sense that I'm the one who is at peace because that negative emotion allows me to have a false sense of peace. So I use someone else to regulate my emotions for the other person can give me a false sense of peace. Men who do not entertain the character of this lady, she can come back for them because she can't use them to regulate her emotions. She only looks for men she can try to snap at so that the man can help her regulate her own emotions. And then later on you ask me, she moved on, she came back, but she is snapping because you're the guy who can regulate her emotions and you're the guy she can use. This is just a psychological trick and the evolution of women coping with some narcissism in them. That is how they survive and live. She just needs to feed on someone for her to survive. So it's upon you to know what works better for you, and if you can try to look for a way to get rid of her, or you can still entertain her and lie to yourself that maybe she will work on herself, things will be better, you just need to give her time. No, eventually when she will leave, She has already destroyed you fully. You have the same character she has. Now when you're meeting with a better lady, you are also acting the same way she was acting. Then when you try to figure what's wrong, you can't figure because every lady is rejecting you.